see where the plane is, just take off from the airport. Man, I can't believe how quiet it is and how terrible it's become after that. Ah, look at this spectacular view now. Very, very nice. Morning to everyone. Yesterday was a hard day, so I went to bed something like 10 o'clock, and of course I wake up 6 o'clock as every morning on this trip. And I was planning to make a video last night, but I actually forgot. But let me show the room now. I'm in a hotel. It's actually Anchorage Motor Lodge. Now this is the name, and this is the room. It is big room. They just brought my breakfast, which is scrambled eggs, toast, orange juice, and butter, and stuff like that. And the room is just excellent. The bed is big, as you can see. They've got a kitchen counter here, all the teas and coffees and everything you need. You can warm water, microwave, sink, fridge, air conditioning, and the bath is just excellent. It has also jacuzzi, so it's just wonderful. And yeah, this is an excellent place to stay in Napier. So now I'm gonna have the breakfast, and we'll try to go to Wellington as soon as possible. If I am able, I will prefer to catch the ferry at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and be in Picton today in the evening. It will save me one day. So let's see. This place was provided from one of my subscribers, James. James, thank you very much. Everything was just perfect. Thank you. All right, now is what time it is? 7:35. I'm on the way to Wellington. Let me check. 330 k's. So should be able to be there around 12, maybe 1 o'clock. And if I am able to, I'll catch the ferry. Of course, if they've got space for me, but I think it should be alright, just one bike. Anyway, this is Napier. It looks like a really nice town, coast town, a lot of restaurants. I will fill the tank and go straight on to Wellington. All good. I should be able to go with one tank to Wellington and even to have few liters on the next day. Absolutely perfect weather. I don't know how many degrees it is, but I did not even turn on my heated grips. It's definitely over 10. Just came to Wellington. It is 11:30 now. I did not stop at all, and the last 2 hours was raining, really heavy rain. So I'm completely wet, and I might need to change the plan. We'll see what is the situation with the ferry, at what time I can get it. I need to dry my clothes because As I said, I am completely wet. Unfortunately, my gear is not what it used to be. It used to hold 4 or 5 hours of rain. Now after 2 hours I am completely wet. Alright, Picton ferry here. Picton ferry, alright. Alright, this is the Blue Bridge ferry. So finally, after 2 weeks, on a nice and sunny weather, today I've got a lot of rain. A lot. When I mean a lot, I mean a lot. When I woke up at Napier, everything was perfect. The sky was looking so clean and was sunny, wonderful weather. I started probably with around 15 degrees, so I did not even guess for a second that it might rain in some stage. But anyway, on the way down to Wellington, I was actually having a plan to come in Wellington as soon as possible and to get the afternoon 2 o'clock ferry straight on to Picton, and even from Picton try to ride like 200-300 kilometers and spend the night somewhere on the west coast of South Island. But somewhere around 100 kilometers away from Napier, on the way to Wellington, it started to rain, and it started to rain really heavy, and I spent the next 3 hours riding in the heavy rain. And what I have to say, my gear, I have no rain gear. My gear usually is very good and used to be very good, and it was used to hold at least 4 to 5 hours heavy rain, but now after 3 hours it's completely gave up, probably because it is already worn out. It's more than 3 years old and I use it a lot. So I came to Wellington completely wet, absolutely wet. And yeah, when I removed the gear, my back was dry, my front here was dry, but I feel a lot of damp here around my neck, and also my pants were completely wet. My boots were completely wet, because actually when the water going from your pants from here, when the pants became wet, everything go inside of my boots. So even the boots were wet, my socks, everything. So anyway, I went to the port and I decided to, instead of getting the ferry at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I was here 11:30. Actually, I rode from Napier to Wellington without even single stop, because it was raining all the time. There was no reason to stop anyway. So instead of getting the ferry at 2 o'clock, I decided to get the ferry 2 in the morning, because I've got a flight to catch back to Australia on the 18th of July. And I thought that this will give me at least 1 extra day to have to spend on the west coast. And anyway, I bought the ticket and came here to see the friend I stayed already on the way up, and Ken in his place. So we discussed everything with Ken, and he said, why you don't try just to change your flight tickets? This is what I was planning to do in the case I cannot make it, because the time is just never enough. So I tried and I changed my flight ticket. They just sent me the confirmation that everything is alright. So I'm not gonna fly on the 18th, I'm gonna fly on the 22nd, which is good. And then what I did just is go again and change my ferry reservation as well. Instead of 2 in the morning, I will fly. I will sail on the 8 in the morning, which is mean another one night here to spend, which is good. And the reason I did it is because when I checked the forecast for the next 2 days on the west coast, it's only rain. Does mean
even if I'm able to make it to go from the top, from Picton up down to Gore, I will spend the next 2-3 days riding only in the rain, and I'm not gonna see anything. That's why I decided to slow down and make it a little bit different. I will spend another 1 day in Picton and wait, maybe on the next day will be a little bit better, and then we'll continue. But also I went now today, we went with Ken to the town here, and I bought rain gear, because the reason I did not brought my rain gear on the way to Australia was because I have no space in my luggage. As you know, all of my gear, my boots, my pants, everything need to go in the silver bag I've got, and that's why I did not brought it with me. And a few times in Australia I was looking in the motorcycle shops trying to buy some rain gear, but I couldn't find what exactly I need, and I gave up this idea. But after today rain, when I got so badly wet, and when I saw the forecast for the next 2-3 days only rain, so I went and bought a rain gear. So now I have a rain gear, which will help a lot, I guess. So the point of this video is to let you know that any gear, it doesn't matter how expensive is your gear and how good is your gear, nothing lasts forever. In some stage it will give up, and then you will finish completely wet. And when you don't have the chance to get dry, thanks to Ken, we use the dryer, so we dry everything, and the gear is dry, so at least I don't need to stay wet on the ferry tomorrow. But when you don't have this chance, then you have to ride on the next day and wet again and again and again, and all of this is not a pleasure at all. On the side of that, everything is absolutely perfect as usual. I completed the loop around the North Island. I'm very pleased with everything I saw, and very happy and very thankful to all the guys who helped me with the stuff. So now I will go back to the west, to the South Island. I will try to see the west coast as small as possible for the next already like 5-7 days, which is good, and then we'll go back to Australia. All right, another day, another adventure. Thank you very much, Ken. All right, let's go to catch this ferry. All right, I don't want to wake up everyone. All right. Okay. What time it is? 6:35. I have to be on the ferry at 7 o'clock, which is good. Well, I'm surprised to see so many people early morning. Yeah, Wellington is a big city, but still 6:30. Even more people on the highway or motorway. The signs for the ferry are very clear, so when you're just riding around the city, it shows you where to go. Even that I have a GPS, just to be sure, they're very clear, so you go even now. Ferries, you turn left, and for Blue Bridge you make U-turn immediately. And here is the Blue Bridge office. Yeah, cool. Check in and go. I think the ferry is still not there. Anyway, I'm here. I'm gonna wait. They should start boarding in about 15-20 minutes, but I don't think the ferry is here. I don't think this is the ferry. Anyway, we'll see. We're on time. 7:20. Good. Looks like a nice weather. Let's see how we'll be in the open sea. Alright, the same as before, upper deck. Alright. Alright, I'm on the board already, and this spectacular view over the city of Wellington. Look at what it is. The new glass and steel business buildings over there. It's the whole port. And on that side is the sunrise. It's a spectacular picture. Have a look at this. Looks so good on camera. And actually it looks much better on real, but I hope we'll be alright on the camera as well. When I see on the visor, it looks absolutely amazing. Here we go. The loading process. The weather is perfectly clear now, but from my experience on the last time when I was on the ferry, it was absolutely perfect at the beginning, and then when we hit the open ocean, terrible. So I hope we'll be better, and I will try even to film something, but I have to remove the mic because the camera is not waterproof. So we'll see, it might work. We just take off. And here the harbor is absolutely calm, but it was the same last time. The first 30-40 minutes was perfect just to go around the sounds, and after that it's really screw up. It is chilly, so I have this my thing here to keep me warm, but yeah, this is the view. Nice. See where the plane is just take off from the airport. Man, I can't believe how quiet it is and how terrible it's become after that. Oh, look at this spectacular view now. So the ship actually coming from Wellington port, which is over there, make this a big like U-turn going like this, and then go that direction to the open ocean. It's a really interesting how they got into the port. So the actual travel time between the islands, it's not that much, but because of this turnings around here and over there, let's make it the journey 3.5 hours in good weather. This is the end of the North Island, of these small reefs here and islands. And over there in the far distance I can see the snow peaks on the South Island. So as I can see, they are not far away. And the ocean looks much calmer today. So I might be happily surprised. I already dressed properly because it is windy here, windy and cold. See the plane? It's going like this, and well, the airport is over there, exactly over there. The plane will go like this. Interesting to see. So the airport is like a harbor over there, protected. Another one is takeoff. This is going to land. Yeah, interesting. So far everything looks good, and the ocean looks good. Alright, now I'm on the open ocean. It is very windy, but it's absolutely calm, and I am a lucky guy. It looks like we're gonna have a trouble-free journey. Excellent. Oh man, it's definitely a pleasure to travel now. Now I sat here on the rear side because it's so windy over there. It's just perfect. See how calm it is. Yeah, we have a little drops and ups, but just nothing. It's just a pleasure. Life is good, huh? Oh man, I was worried so much about this ferry after the last experience I've got. I don't really want to take it, but there is no other option. There were no other options, so I got it. But yeah, luckily everything is perfect. As I said, life is good. Oh man, this was absolutely brilliant ride, absolutely pleasure. So we approached the island already, and the ocean is so calm. Look at this on that side. Beautiful. And I met this nice family from Germany. What's your name?
Veronica.
Veronica?
Willy.
Jens. Okay. So we've got really interesting debate about the climate change and stuff like that, and actually the time flew away. Excellent. Thank you very much. All right. Finally, we arrived. Picton. This is the actual port. The bike is safe. This is the most important. The trip was excellent. Great. Let's unpack it, untie it and go. Some plans for tomorrow. And my pizza just arrived. Cool. And I have tea. And everything is absolutely brilliant. Cool.